Greetings, fellow denizens of the third rock of the sun. This is Sorastria of Magic Mirrors, and I'm here today with a new moon, which is a supermoon, in Gemini. Today, Wednesday, 6/13/18 at 3:43 p.m. So, the Gemini supermoon is setting your intention for things that are Gemini-related, like communication, curiosity, charm, sociability, expression, and learning, because we're like a sponge when it comes to learning. And the fact that it's a supermoon, but you won't be able to see it, means that those latent, hidden gifts that you might want to develop to yourself will be more amplified during this period. So the new moon period is 2 days before, 2 days after. You kind of feel that energy around. The supermoon will intensify those effects because it's like 14% closer to the Earth or whatnot. So Geminis are adaptable by nature, and we're also very curious, and we have a duality to us, so sometimes we talk out of both sides of our brain and forget what we said 5 minutes ago. Bear with us, please. See, I'm talking like us because my Gemini twin must be nearby. Geminis have a fault of always looking for their eternal twin outside of themselves, and it's hard to understand that that person is inside of us without having to go outside looking for that validation or whatnot. And it's also the only human sign in the zodiac, which is very odd indeed, and the rest all tend to be animals. So that makes us kind of different in how we have to express ourselves in this world and in the planet. And I have a couple of cards here that express Gemini nature. This is the Lover's card of the Radiant White Tarot deck, and it's about finding your twin, the duality, changing your mind often. With the blessings of the universe, we're trying to find that. And I also have the card of the sun because Gemini season is in June, and it's a sunny time of year, and we tend to have a more sunny disposition and be kind of super friendly, I sure hope. Even if we change our mind like we change our socks. Gemini colors would be gold or yellow, going with the sun theme. So I brought out a yellow candle, and if you wanted to manifest Gemini energy of communication, learning, sociability, you could use that through candles, clothes, and crystals. So you could use yellow candles, dress it with oil, asking the universe to bring you the gift of expression or finding yourself expressing yourself more clearly. Also wearing yellow clothes may boost your self-confidence. And it also gets you seen in the world too, because wearing basic black, you tend to fade into the background. Yellow doesn't always look good on everybody, so you have to kind of carry it and use it sparingly. Crystals also have an energy about them. I have a couple here that actually are not yellow. I have a blue agate, and that is a mercury color, and that rules the throat chakra and communication also. So it would be good for mental clarity. It stabilizes your aura, and working with the throat chakra, you could set it outside in the sun for a day, charge it up, so to speak, and then hold it to your throat and just picture yourself, that throat area blue, and being able to express yourself more clearly without feeling choked up or frightened about trying to talk. I also have a sunstone, because going with the sun theme, and it's orange with some black spots and white in it, but these are called this a sorcerer's stone, so I kind of picked it up. It's for personal power and vitality, joyful energy, and leadership by example. So I like to use that and hold on to that often. You can also charge that in the sun. Gemini nature, well, we tend to roll with it. We're very mutable. It's an air sign. We like what we like until we don't. We tend to get along with all kinds of people, from the busboy to the waiter to the banker down the road, I guess, which kind of makes us talk a lot, I guess. But Geminis are, we like to love hard and play harder, and we're pretty loyal, absolutely almost to a fault. So any people out there whose strategy is to ding-dong ditch a Gemini, the Queen of Swords power will come out, cut you, and you may as well be in the cold vacuum of space. And we have a long memory, too, so that's a warning. Anyways, keeping it friendly. I have a couple of ways that you can use the crystals to manifest some Gemini energy. We have a crystal elixir mix we can make. because you don't want to put stones in water and then drink it, obviously, because minerals and blah. You could take these rocks, have them charged up, or you can charge them using your universal white light if you're familiar with that. So I would put these stones in a bag, concentrating on mental clarity and stabilizing my aura, because Geminis are prone to anxious energy. And if you notice in my videos, I tend to flap my hands around a lot, so I have to hold on to a rock to keep them grounded a little bit. But you would take this rock and say, it's my intention to clarify my mental status, make my communications easily understandable and clear, and remove fear of talking in crowds, say something like that. It's all about the energy. You're not really dribbling in here, but it's all intention. So you would put your rocks in something safe, stick them in a glass of water, let them sit for a couple of hours during the day. Here they are in here. A couple hours during the day. Take those rocks out. And if you're familiar with Dr. Miyamoto's intentions with water, you would drink this after and try to concentrate on feeling that throat chakra opening and that fear of speaking lifting from you. It does kind of work. And most of the stuff is mind over matter. You're programming yourself anyhow, most of the time. So we've been working with some intentions and wishes done during a Gemini period. We can revisit that because now is the time to clear your cupboards of what you haven't done since January, pretty much of the new year. If you haven't done that, you can reset your intentions. We're at the 6-month point. And with the corresponding full moon in Gemini in November, you can find out where you've come along since there. So you could reset some new intentions, like Gemini likes to travel and take day trips. I love to go around and see new things and stimulate myself that way. So I easily take day trips to explore new places at least 3 times a month would be a sample intention. Or I easily find myself communicating in a clear, confident way that is well received by others. That's also a good one. And when I'm anxious, I easily find myself breathing deeply to relax. Now that's a good one if you're like me and you're always blah, 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 fluttery, fluttery, fluttery. So Geminis are kind of fun, talkative, and we try to keep it real, try to keep it loose. Some fellow Geminis in the world that Kanye West, he's an odd one, and Rihanna, so she expresses herself in her own way without worrying about validation from others. So those are some fellow Geminis. What else about Gemini? Well, I think that's probably enough blathering for a day anyway. That's my Gemini wanting to go on and on and on. So the next full moon will be in Capricorn, and that's going to be a more grounding energy. So as the zodiac brings us up to the stars, it yanks us down to earth the very next couple of weeks. So I think we'll leave it at that, and you all have a good afternoon. Thanks for visiting. Bye-bye.